Hi there. So my name is Andy Martin and I do blockchain business value design for a living. So today I'd like to introduce you to what a blockchain value design engagement might look like. And in best Blue Peter fashion, here is one I have prepared earlier. So if we're doing a typical blockchain value design, we're going to start with scan for opportunities. Now, you'll know if you've been listening to my videos that I certainly have a point of view that there's a limited number of marketplace utilities that will be needed in each region of the world. And there will be differentiating plays that can be made around those marketplace utilities. So the first thing is, well, where do you sit in the market and what role do you want to play? Are you going to build one of these networks? Are you going to join one of these networks? Are you going to innovate on top of one of those networks? So this is kind of like a blockchain strategy piece. Where does blockchain make sense against your strategic program? Now, step two, we're going to pick up the first network opportunity on that roadmap, and we're going to do a quick piece of work to try to define the minimum viable ecosystem. So you'll know if you've been listening to my videos that usually you start quite centralized and then become more decentralized over time. But what does that first bite of the cake look like? Who do you need to recruit? What volume of transactions do you need to get to the point where the engine is turning? And you're starting to get to that critical volume of transactions, which then drives you into step three, where we start to look at the network equation. So what's the monetization potential off of that volume of transactions? And at what point does it start to cover my costs? And does everybody have a kind of a balanced incentive? Now, we'll do some more work later on in the business model design to really pin down that incentive model, but at a high level, does it look like it makes sense? So we can go ahead and move now into production pilot. Now, next step, future-proof. So one of the things that I believe in quite passionately is that you're starting quite centralized, you're becoming more decentralized over time. There's a certain amount of uncertainty in that journey. So you need to make sure you've done everything to leave as many doors open as you can. So that's a governance and an architecture and a business architecture as well. Concern about leaving doors open. So leave your doors open and future-proof your network for the next steps as you fulfill this pipe of projects in your strategy. So that's just a very, very quick high-level overview. There is a paper that I wrote. You can see a link down there, so you can read a little bit more about this. Okay, well, I hope that was useful, and cheerio.